Welcome to the channel. Today in this video, I'm going to show you how to properly and efficiently grow beans. Beans plant actually, the beans from the seeds, from the bean seeds, right? All the way the all the process of going from the seed to where it's going to be planted using my 33% rule. So I'm going to show you in this video the whole process of water preservation and what role does the banana tree plays in growing beans plant. Beans, the same beans we use, we eat, in a burrito and all kinds of amenities. The black beans, it could be red beans. In this case, today is going to be red beans. How to properly and safely, even in your, in your front yard, in your garden, you can, use this system. And matter, of course, if there's a banana plantation nearby, of course, you can do this massively, and it does work even when it's not raining or it's raining, just with the serene of the night. Sometimes, you need water, of course, all the time. Not sometimes, but in this case, the banana tree is going to help you. I'm going to show you what the process is to preserve water and to efficiently and in a healthy way, how to grow a beans plant. So stay with me in this process. I'll explain in two stages. The first stage is going to be, I want to introduce you, this is the banana tree, right? This is a banana tree. You can see the roots of the banana just taking out, through the roots scoop it out. And of course, this banana tree will serve as the soil, as the foundation, as the base where we're gonna grow the beans, the beans tree right here. And so I'm gonna put it here. I'm just taking a little, and this other banana tree you see here, of course, this banana tree is the smaller version that I'm gonna tell you a little later about what's gonna happen with this. But let's go first with this banana tree, which is the base where it's gonna be planted, the soil, the nutrients that this tree has. Natural, everything natural, nothing chemical, nothing that can be harmful for your health. So I'm gonna put it here on my tripod, and hopefully, very much it's focusing on the tree as I put it, in a fixed manner. Right here, you're gonna see the whole process taking place here. So the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get this little knife, right? And I'm gonna cut through here, and I'm gonna show you how this is gonna be planted, how beans is gonna be planted in here. Basically here, we're gonna cut through here around 3 by 4 inches. Let's say we have 3 by 4 inches right here on this banana tree, right? Make a little mark, another like a 3 inches here, so make a little mark, and of course that's going to be the 4 inches. 4 inches hole in a square. It doesn't have to be round like typically we do, right? This is going to be on the square, right? And of course we put the in here, and as I'm cutting it, right, just watch how I'm going to apply here my 33% rule using soil, peat mass, and compost. Just watch. But very important, this is, this incision, right, I'm making here, it has to be at least like a 4 inches down incision, because the beans tree is really small. So I'm gonna do cutting here. I'm gonna make another cut here, sharp cut. I'm gonna make a sharp cut here. Another sharp cut here. In 4 ways, right? 3 by 4 incision, cutting through the banana tree, just to make a nest. That's the process of making a nest, so the beans can grow safe in a safely manner. Okay, we just clean a little bit here, and as you can see here, you see as I'm opening up, just with my finger, there is water. The banana tree serves as a water preservation, like a to keep it moist, to keep everything around. Whatever we do here is going to be moist. all the time for at least 6-7 weeks. And everything rains, and with this rain of the night is, bringing in more water here. So healthy water. Okay, so we're gonna do opening here. See, opening right here, and it's still right. And as I'm opening up, just you can see here, it's liquid water. What is there? Basically, it's a liquid water, moist, totally moist. Look at this. So as I'm planting the beans in here with my special 33% rule that I'm applying with compost, peat moss, and black soil, you're gonna watch how this is gonna take it. Just look at it. It's all moist, all water in there. So the whole tree around the thickness, there's water all the time, year round. Even if it doesn't rain for 2-3 months, it's always wet. So we're gonna cut a little more here and make an incision, sharper incision here, but it's still, as you can see here, it's still 3x4. It doesn't need bigger than that into the banana tree. Okay. See, the pieces comes right there. Right, so nicely done. Little pieces here, and we keep this around all the time because this is covering the water that's in there, preserved, right? Like in a filter, it's a cold, nice, fresh water. It never gets hot because it's inside here. All the water, all this inside is water, basically. And keep it there. And now we do have nice and thick and properly done here. See? Scoop it up. Scoop everything just like I'm making a hole. You see? This is just exactly like making a hole. If I bring, this is the hole, 3x4 inches, right here. And what I'm gonna do now is, right, I'm gonna put it back here so you can see it nice and truly here, right there. And now the most important fact, I'm gonna mix. This is black soil, of course. This is a beautiful black soil. Look at this. This is a beautiful, with plenty of nutrients, black soil. I have it in my hand. Right here, you can see it right there. And of course, I'm gonna put compost soil now. This is compost soil. That's the other 33%. First was the black soil, 33%. Now the compost soil, another 33%. So this was already previously measured to have equal amount of, give and take, right? Equal amount, right there. And now do the mixing a little bit with the hands, right? With the hands, do the mixing a little bit. Right? This is 33% of black soil and 33% of compost. The next phase is the peat moss. Through the peat moss and more peat moss and do the mixing, keep mixing more. So now this soil, this rich soil has peat moss, black soil, and compost soil. Doesn't get better than that. 33% each amount. 33. That is beautiful and rich soil. To make that beans, and with the moist that is in here, the moist water in here, and throughout all this, tree, the thickness. This is like a, okay, so this is 3 inches, 4 inches, but the thickness of this, if you can see here, the thickness is like a 9 inches thick. See, from the bottom here all the way 8.5, I would say 8.5 inches thick. It's all full of water, and the length too. If you measure this length all the way, all is a water reservoir. It's a water like a dam inside there, full of water. So now we do is, of course, the next phase is having mix 33% of peat moss, 33% of compost soil, and 33% of black soil. Now we proceed to fill this up. See, beautifully done, right? Not too full, just make a little nest. Make a little nest out of it. See? This is the incision where it took place, and now we have a nest right there. Beautiful, right? So now we have our red beans, which is in the The red beans, of course, you only need 3 of them. 3 nice and healthy red beans. You see the belly button right there? The little white thing, that's the belly button. But it could be either way. They're just gonna come up. The belly button of the beans, even if it's upside down or forward, backward, either way, it's gonna just grow. So I'm gonna proceed to put it right in here, right where we have the nesting of the of the area where the beans is gonna grow. We have the soil, the beautiful soil that I just mixed, 33% of each, 33% of topsoil, 33% of peat moss, and 33% of compost soil. Put it right in here, in there, and then it's right there. Right there, 3 beans. You don't need 3. Just in case if one doesn't come up right there. You can see the red thing there. So now just proceed to cover it. Cover right there. Now it's covered. Nice and beautiful. It's very much covered. Once that's been covered, of course, we're gonna put some water now, right? Let's see how. Right there. Okay, right there. So now we're gonna proceed to water, right? To water right there. You see the water in my hands? My hands watering it. Nice and easy. So it's very much good to go. After a week, like 5 to 6 days, close to a week, you're gonna see the little beans coming up this much. Coming up this much. If you can see my finger here. Let's see if my finger, yes, right here. Very much is gonna be coming up, right? Let's see, let's put it here. Right there, my finger right there. Those are the 3 beans are right here. Okay, so now the distance from here to grow another beans plant will be another 5 inches. We're gonna need 5 inches space, right, which is right here. 5 inches space. We're gonna make a mark. That's for another beans plant. We're gonna cut it here, and then as we come along this way, course, we measure another 5 inches from here, from this hole. So you have one plant here, second plant here, another 5 inches here, a second plant here, right here. You see, I'm cutting it with the mark, right? To do the same thing. And from here we got another. So basically, in this, we have 5 spaces for 5 beans plants. What is the length of this? This is the length of this banana tree. It's 45 inches, this one, right? But of course, 45 inches because I cut it here. You're gonna see it, my cut, right? But it could be 90 to 100 inches. Typical banana, regular banana is 90 to 100 inches long. So you can plant, if you plant every 5 inches, that you can plant in just one single banana tree between 15 to 20, depending on how long is the banana tree, right? 15 to 20 beans plants. Think about it, right? I mean, just if you have 10 of these, right, and plant like 10 to 15 bananas, you have 150 little beans plant. You can plant only. You don't need soil. You don't need to. You need the regular, dirt on the dirt. You can just plant it here, grow it here, just like this one, right? Just like this plant that I have here. You see this plant I have here? This plant, right? Just grow it like these beans that I just planted here, and I'm gonna plant 2 more, actually 3 more here, right? On the banana tree, right? 3 or 4 weeks later, it's gonna be this much, at least around 8 to 9 inches long. See? So one of the most important part, the second stage I was telling you about, is that this banana tree it's like a sponge. It's like a sponge that absorbs water from the environment, absorb water from the serene of the night, and absorb water from the rain. When it's raining, when it does rain, and absorb water from underneath, from the root, from the top, from the soil itself, absorbs water, and that water that's been absorbing through these roots, right? All these beautiful roots you see here, goes all the way. It's like blood flowing on your body, blood flowing through your heart, going to your head. I mean, it's amazing. I mean, it's a plant A banana tree, a plant is like a living thing. It's a living thing. It feels even pain. I mean, when you cut it, of course, the pain doesn't feel like real pain, right? But it could be that way. I mean, a living plant is when you water it, it has all the nutrients, it's alive. But when it doesn't have water, doesn't have anywhere to absorb water from, which this plant is absorbing water from here. This is like a sponge. Just look at how I'm gonna touch my finger here, and it gets wet right away. You see. I'm touching here, and look at my finger, it's already wet. If I touch it here too, look at me, look at this, look at this. See, look at all this. Look how the moist is inside. Look at the moist. You see how you see how much water comes out when I push a little bit like this with my thumb. All this water, if you can see, let me see. I'll get the camera a little closer. You see how much water is pouring. I mean, look at this. Look at this. So that's the water you see on my thumb. You see how it's like a sponge. When I push it, water comes out. So that's the same water that's feeding the beans that is going to start growing today, right? So that's the process of going. And this is just an industrial sponge, right? But it does work like a sponge. When I touch it, right, the sponge comes water out of it, right? You see water like this? So the process, the function of the banana trees is like a sponge to absorb water, preserve water, and feed to the plant. You see, feed to this little plant here. So I'm gonna just proceed to do one more thing, one more time, one more, incision here to plant another beans. Like I said before, I planted one here, one I marked it here. That's the second plant. This is going to be the third, and this is going to be the fourth and the fifth one, which is already here, right? So, did I say 41 inches is like a long length of this banana? But typically, you have a 90 to 100 long banana tree, you can plant up to like at least 150, little beans plants. So that's the process of planting. I'm just going to show you just one more incision, so you just see, like I said before, this is 5 inches distance is enough, and I'm gonna bring in the incision right here. See, hopefully you see right here. Yeah, I'm still good. So just show you how much water, how much nutrients. So basically, this banana tree is feeding not just water to this plant, these beans that I just planted here, but it's also feeding with nutrients that this was, that the banana tree was absorbing from the soil, from the dirt, from the regular, dirt. So this is the other incision that I made. Clear up the space. Again here. See how very nice. Make a square. It doesn't have to be round, but if you wanna do round, it's fine too. And the same process, we scoop the thing out. You see, it's the same process of scooping it out. Look, it's alive. Even after 2, 3, 4 weeks, it looks, this is the color that it has, meaning it's fresh. It's a natural, preserved natural. Look how my tongue is gonna go, and look how much water is inside there. And that can stay there for 6 weeks, 7 weeks, for months. And the more you get it from, like I said, get it from the rain. See how much water is coming? You see how much water is coming? You see, just think how much water is pouring from inside the banana tree. Look at this. Look at all the water from inside the banana tree. So this water is the one going into the beans that I just planted there. So now there you go. You have another space. One more plant. I'm gonna plant on this nest. This is the nesting of the little beans plant. So, like I said, it could be 3 to 4 inches deep, but it's, like I say, it's full of water. This inside this banana tree, look at me. Inside is full of water. Look at this. So all these waters are full of nutrients. Look at how much water I can collect from this piece that I took it from here. So all this water is going to be feeding the beans plant. So again, I put here, this is already mixed, 33% black soil, 33% peat moss, and 33% compost soil. Again, do the same process again, filling up. It doesn't need a big space because beans plant is it doesn't reach that much, this much, and that's it, right? this much. Again, we have, I know you can see my 3 beans is on my hand, right? I have 3 beans. You don't need 4 or 5, but if it goes, it's okay too. But just in case if we lose one of them, so this is gonna go again right here. See? I'm gonna move again so you can see closely. The red beans, you see the color? Red beans right there. 1, 2, 3 beans. And just to proceed to cover it. Of course, you need to cover, otherwise birds are gonna pick it up, come and eat it, right? Like they do with rice. Okay, just cover it, right? Right there. Nice cover it. Nice little cover. And 6 to 7 days, you're gonna have this all full cover. You see? And of course, put a little water. I'm gonna have a little water here. Pour a little water is just good to go. See, right, nice and done. And leave it alone. That's it, right? And leave it alone. See, nice with all the nutrients. That's it. So that's the process of planting a beans on a banana tree. 1, 2, of course there are 3 more. If there was more time, of course I'll plant another 4, 5. And this is the little, this plant that comes, of course, just to show you, this plant is not like a model that grows like around 9 to 10 inches long in I would say 4 to 5 weeks. And then you're gonna have beans all the way around. So this is the process of planting beans with my 33% rule, which is peat moss, black, dark, natural soil with no chemical, and compost, natural compost. But 0 chemical in this process of planting beans using my 33% rule on inside out on the banana tree. See, it's on the banana tree. I'm gonna pan a little again this way. This is 1, this is the second planting, 3rd and 4th will go here, and the 5th one is already there. And this, of course, is a smaller banana tree that is standing here. Of course, there's you can plant in a smaller one too, just like the one I have here, of course. But the thicker, the better, because there is more water and there is more nutrients in a huge. This is a big, nice, beautiful banana tree. So, thanks for watching this video. I just show you, and if you have, especially if you have a small place at home, anywhere you are, you can be living in a condo, you can be in an apartment building. As long as you can put this one of these trees, you can grow it there, no problem. Okay, so thanks for watching again. If you like this video, you can subscribe or like, thumbs up. See you in the next video with more planting and more posting for you. Okay, thanks a lot. Bye bye. See you later. Thanks. Take care.